We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Stadium in Kansas City. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. These two will have a likely impact in this series. Game 1 is next. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez corrals it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Here's Melky Cabrera, head-to-head against Nate Carnes. He's gone 2 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Bounce to first. Hosmer has it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And Todd Frazier on deck will have a chance to bat this inning. Here's Todd Frazier now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now. Head-to-head against Nate Carnes. 1 for 6. Soto. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half.
For the Royals, the center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, we're watching a club right now that's riding high in confidence. You know, they just swept a series, and now you start a new one, and you're 3-0 on the road trip, and you just try to continue getting that momentum going and take on the next challenge.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Right fielder, Paulo.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in on the season. He's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer. Has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving. In is Jorge Soler. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Anderson picks it up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Garcia. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Garcia.
This is flared out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And here's Tyler Saladino, head-to-head against Nate Carnes, 1 for 6. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Sanchez. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. This is flared right back over the mound. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Alex Gordon.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Swing and a little blooper to center. Engel moving in, and he makes the catch for the second out. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Adam Engel. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Adam Engel.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Cue shot here out toward short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. Striding in once again, Melky Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kane is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Making the play over there is Abreu for the first out. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. At the moment, he's got a 270 batting average for the season. Little dribbler down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Lorenzo Cain looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Now, that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. The one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And no problem over there at first as he ready for another shot. Jose Abreu. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it ain't coming back. And it clears the stands. Wow, that landed on the patio out there. In now, Giovanni Soto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Liner towards second. And Soto's aboard. He's got himself a base hit. Ready for another chance? Avisail Garcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way out in front.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
0-2, here it is. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Stepping in, Tyler Saladino comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kane on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
5. Second baseman.
Digging in, Carlos Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
The center fielder.
Stepping up now, Adam Engel. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. High in the air out to center field. Engel is under it. 1 away. Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Well, he is working fast, and he wants that quick inning, just throwing a lot of strikes. Right now, 0-1. Again, I think he comes right after him and makes him swing the bat.
Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. In is Jorge Soler.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Now here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Well, that's what you want.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Anderson.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Escobar dives. What a stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Here's Melky Cabrera. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Orlando racing back to the track, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
The first baseman,
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jose Abreu comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Full count, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Moustakas has it. There's one. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Here's the left. Gordon. He's 0-for-1 thus far.
Left fielder.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things. He's
The
happy.
catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Ready on 1 and 2. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And he struck him out. Good
Third
pitch there as he
baseman, number 8,
registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Mike Moustakas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Frazier ranges to his left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now. A hit in
Leading
2
off for the White
tries
Sox.
so far.
Catcher, Giovanni Soto.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's
Now batting,
retired here to begin the
right fielder,
6th.
Avisail
So here is
Garcia.
Avisail Garcia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Up next for Chicago.
And here's Tyler
Designated hitter,
Saladino.
Tyler
He's 1 for 2 in the
Saladino.
ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Comes
Leading
into
off for
this
the
at-bat
Royals.
0 for 1 in the ball
The
game.
shortstop, Alcides
And he lays off a pitch here that he
Escobar.
probably shouldn't have. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Sanchez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting.
And that
Second
brings in the
baseman,
speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Engel moving forward, and that's the second out of the inning. In now is Lorenzo
center
Cain.
fielder, number
He started
6,
out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Cain.
Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Travis
Your attention,
Wood
please.
is on to
Now
pitch
pitching
from the
for the
bullpen
Royals,
now to start inning number 7.
34,
And now that Royals bullpen will get
Travis
busy as we see both the
Wood.
southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Cain is after it. 1 down. Stepping in
batting,
and ready for another
center
shot.
fielder,
Adam Engel 0 for 2
Engel.
on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in
Shortstop,
once again, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Comes set with the 0-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Engel rounds the corner and is headed home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So a runner at first now with one away, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Orlando's on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is he got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready for another chance? Paulo Orlando. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Right fielder.
In there. 0-1.
This is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse. He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Again, he sends it out of play. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Jorge Soler is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one. Here's Todd Frazier now. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got 8 hits in 33 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready for another shot now. Giovanni Soto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready once again, Avisail Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Escobar dives. What a stop. He goes to first. It's in time. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. This ball's grounded foul. way in front of a great slider that time. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Striding in once again, Alcides Escobar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. And here's Tyler Saladino. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Tyler Saladino.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane on the move. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Sanchez. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kane going back at the track. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Adam Engel. Ball 1. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Drilled right back up the middle. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The batter, number 7.
Into the box, Tim Anderson. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Line drive to left. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to into the box now. Raul Mondesi. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Another 0-2 coming. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Cabrera is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Into the windup and the pitch. Lorenzo Cain is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Throw won't get him. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Runners on first with 1 down. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jorge Soler swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Sanchez is there. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, there's absolutely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He dominated this game, and he really never allowed the opposition to gain any kind of momentum. This was fun to watch.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes.